everyone and welcome back. My name's Heather and this is my channel Willy Willy Sheep Sheep. It is a channel all about cross stitch. So welcome back if you're a return viewer, and hello if you're brand new, you're more than welcome here. So as I say, this is a channel all about cross stitch. I show what I've been working on, I maybe go over plans, stuff like that. If you're new here, that's what it's about. So I hope you've had plenty of stitching over the past few weeks. I don't know how many, it's 4 or 5 weeks since I've been last here. Always forget it is Saturday the 13th of June and it is quite dull. 1 minute it could be really sunny and then for a good while it could be dull. At the minute we're dull, so I am sitting in my kitchen with a big window. I have my ring light on, so I'm hoping I have as much light as I can get on so you can see everything. But as I say, I hope you've had a good couple of weeks stitching, as I have, because I have this all to show you, plus one sitting here. I got a good bit of stitching. As I say, just when she pops her head up, I'm sitting in the kitchen, so the dogs could be running in and out. So again, if you hear it's just them, because they were brought in because all they were doing was eating grass outside, so they're now in here looking at me. But anyway, yes, stitching. So it has been a productive week of weeks. I have, how many have I stitched on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of those is a new start. One was finished. So I have a wee bit to show you. So I think I'm just going to jump on in because why not? I will show you, I will start off, I'll show you what I've been working on recently. And I actually didn't bring the sheet of this in. 1 wee second. Just noticing dirt over my floor. Dogs go out and they bring dirt in. Okay, I forgot to bring this. So this is Nora Corbett, Xenia, and it's Bewitching Pixies, part of that series. So that is her there. Because I don't have that. So that is her. I don't know what I was going to say there. My mind went completely blank. If I have any before pictures going forward in these, if I have any before pictures, I'll put these up. So I will. My mind has went completely blank as to what I was going to say there. But no, Nora Corbett, Xenia. So this is how far I've got with her. There is a wee thread there. Just in case, I've had to go back to my other camera, which means I can't see myself. So I'm hoping everything is in frame, and I'm also hoping that you'll be able to see everything as well. My other 2 different things that I've been using, one was a camcorder actually, believe it or not, and the other was my phone. The volume was never really great on it, and I had to sort of fiddle with it after, where the volume's better in this, but the only thing is I can't see myself, which doesn't lead for maybe great camera shots, but anyway, we'll go with it and see how it goes. So this is Xenia, and this is how far I have got with her. As I say, I hope you're seeing all of her. She is. I actually hadn't stitched on her for quite a while. So I hadn't, so it was actually Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe. I was watching one of her videos and she pulled out a Nora Corbett, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring her out again, and I'm so glad I did. So I got the glove done. The hand doesn't look, it looks kind of funny, I think, but there's back stitch to go in, and she has, as you can see, a goblet there, so we'll get it done. I have none of the beads done on it. I'm leaving those to the end. I was going to put them on as I went, but then I thought if I have my hoop, I could end up I could be more trouble than it's worth. So I just thought, no, I'll leave the beads to the end. So there's quite a few beads to go on her. Thankfully, I think they're all the one colour, if I'm right in thinking. And then the stitching it's quite block stitching, so it's handy and it's nice. It's nice to do. So that is her. She is a paper pattern, so I don't know how many stitches. And actually saying that, some of these are on Pattern Keeper and I haven't actually kept a record. I've just been stitching. At the time, yeah, I seen how many stitches I was doing, but I never wrote anything down or kept a record of it. So this is Xenia. So that is her. Next up, I'll show you my new start and my finish at the end. That was a mark on it already. Right, this one. These are all surprises to me because I can never mind what's in any of these bags. Oh, right, okay. So this one is Primrose Cottage Winter Rules. This was part of the Jingle Ball last year by Lindy Stitches. So this was one of their exclusive patterns. I loved it. So that's how far I have got on it. I hope that, as I say, I'm not going to say it again, but that is what that looks like. I've actually been doing this one. Sorry, I haven't ironed anything, as you'll see, so I don't usually iron anything. I was doing this as a TikTok challenge to myself. So for every new follower I got, I was putting 10 stitches into this here. So I actually ended up getting, what did I get? I must have had near 40, so there is about 400 stitches put into this. Well, there probably is, because what I got however many it was, so if it was 190 stitches, if that nearly finished the snowman, I just went on and finished the snowman. And the same, there wasn't, the amount I got the second week wasn't enough to completely finish this, so I just went ahead and finished it anyway. But it gave me the motivation to go ahead and finish it. So that is 2 panels of that done. And I love that, I really do love it. I actually haven't said what I'm working on. This, I've said before, this one is just hand dyed by me using coffee, or did I use tea? I want to say I used tea actually. This is 16 count Aida just and DMC. So that is 2 of the panels to do. So there's another one up here and then there's 2 bigger ones down at the bottom. So I think I'm going to go up and then go down. So that is that. I didn't say, I think this is Vintage Country Mocha that's on, I think. And then it'll be the call for DMCs as well. All threads is DMCs. So as I say, that is that one. I'm just going to put them away as I'm finished, because if I don't, it's going to be even more of a mess than what it would be. Right, that was that one. Next one, as I say, it's a wee surprise for me because I can never mind what's in anything. Oh right, yes, this one is I'm sorry, I'm having to look down here. It is the Summer Plums by the Artsy Housewife. So I'll have a picture up. And I got a little bit further than this since the last time. I haven't actually, this one I worked on when I finished my last video, so I haven't, it's been a few weeks since actually I've looked at this one. Just get it all folded up. And this is where we're at with it. So again, look, I could say, and I probably will say for all of them, I absolutely love working on this one. And once I find once I start to work on it, I don't want to put it down, and I want to get more and more done. But that is that one. Again, I have this one in Pattern Keeper. I don't know, at the time I knew how many stitches was on it, but don't have a clue. Don't have a clue how far on. I need to open all up, but as I say, I'm just stitching for the love of stitching. Although I like to see the figures, I like to see the percentage going up of it being completed, but it by no means rules what I'm doing. So that is that. I do hope you're seeing that. So that is that. I feel like I'm going through these really fast for some reason, I don't know. But I love the colours. This house is massive. It is massive, but it's going to be so worth it. It really is. Somebody's not happy. Grumbling. She's always grumbling. Oh. No, that's not going to go in. Let's do that. Yep, that was it. That is that one. On to the next. This one I haven't pulled out since last year, and it's not that I'd forgot about it, but I couldn't get into Pattern Keeper, so it was paper copy, and the paper copy is quite small for me to see. But sorry, it's a tractor going by. I wondered what that was, because I have my tumble dryer and stuff on. I was like, if my tumble dryer is making that noise, there is something seriously wrong. But no, it's a tractor with silage on going past. The joys of, well, I live in a town, but the town's quite rural, so there's lots of farms and all through it. A bit of a, well, say story time, but there when we were having the really good weather, of course, all the farmers were out cutting grass. So you could hear them cutting the grass at night time, and there was one of the nights they were cutting grass whenever we had our bedroom window open for it was so warm. There was one, whatever night it was, I went to bed, fell asleep with them cutting the grass, and I woke up and it was pitch black. At the time I never looked to see what time it was, but it was pitch black, so I knew it's late or early, whatever way you want to look at it. And they were still mowing. You could still hear the tractors mowing. And then when I was speaking to my daughter the next day, she says, "Did you hear them tractors last night?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. So it turns out it was probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. But I suppose, what's the saying? Make hay while the sun shines. So they were just doing what they had to do. The last house we lived in, whenever lambing was going on, you had a quad coming up at 3 or 4 in the morning to check on the sheep right outside your bedroom window. Yeah, that wore thin very, very quickly. So I think a bit of grass cutting once every in a blue moon, we can deal with that. Right, back onto this here again. This is my culty stories. Right, this one is Counting Puddles, and it is Sweet Summertime. So this is by Lindsay. Oh, I'm scattering everything here. Now, as I say, sorry, there's wrinkles, there's dog hair, could be cat hair too. I tend not to iron anything too much at this stage, so apologise for the wrinkles, but that is how far I'm on with it. Again, if I have any photos, which I do know I have photos of the before for this here, I will pop them in to see where it started. So my whole, oh, hold on, that's not nice. My whole thing was to get the watermelon completely done, and that is the watermelon completely done. So I am so proud of getting that done, because there is, oh no, you do, you see it well. That pattern within the watermelon, that was intense at times. As I say, it's a paper pattern, so it's maybe not the easiest one. I could take it into work and probably blow it up, but at this stage I'm like, I'm for a penny, I'm for a pound. I've it started, I've it all highlighted. I'm just going to go with it at this stage. So that is how far I'm on with that. So this one I think will be brought out again. I hope, well, yeah, no, it will be brought out again. Not in the too distant future. So, let me see. So there is that sunshine. I'll maybe pop the picture up here. There's all those, that back stitch and the bee. I think they're flowers, and there's maybe grapes there. There's like a plaid. I'm going to assume it's a plaid blanket. So I think I'm going to go plaid blanket. I'll be next. So that'll be up into this bit here. So we'll be doing that. So that is that. I really enjoy working on it. As I say, I could say this for every single one of them, but no, I do. So that one's going to be, it will be brought out again very, very shortly. So it will, because there is quite a bit to it, and I would like, these are starting to get to be old projects. They are. So I need to start getting stuff, thinking of trying to get stuff finished and whatnot. So that might need to be a plans video at some stage. Right, I'll leave that one there. I'm getting through these so quickly. I don't even know how long I've been filming. I don't know. I started it just after 12:30, and it's now after 1 o'clock, so I don't know if it is the half hour, but anyway. So that is everything I have as WIPs, which work in progress. So they're ones that I have started and I've been working on for a while. I told a lie. No, I have one more. Sorry. I have one more. You think I didn't plan doing this? Right, this one is a kit. So again, it's a paper pattern, and it is Bothy Threads, New England Homes, and it's the fall home. I hope, can I take it out of this? Let's see, oh I can. It's easier to take out than I thought. There might still be a wee bit of glare. There might still be a wee bit of glare on it. But that is what that one's going to look like, hopefully. Pop this back in again. Right, I pop a picture up now. I have made a mistake in this one. I'll put this behind it. But we'll deal with that at a later stage. That is how far I am on with it. So I think that was over a weekend, which I thought was quite good going. Again, me and my houses, I do love a house. I do love a house, and as you can see in that one, the roof is absolutely massive. I haven't even got half the roof done yet. I don't even know if I have a quarter of the roof done yet. But that is coming on really well. Thought I was doing well getting away out here, and then whenever I was actually packing it up, I was like, I looked at the picture and I went, that tree isn't that dark. It's brown and I have it black. I was like, what is going on? And I looked, and no, I had done it the wrong colour. I done it 310. I don't even know how. No, I'll tell you now. Yes, I'll tell you now. The symbol for the tree is just a black square, and the symbol for black is an outline square. Now when I just see it here on the threads, and I mixed them up. So I have that to rip out. There's actually not that much, so it doesn't bother me. I say that now, wait till I'm actually doing it and it probably will bother me, but at the minute. So as I say, I've all the tree to rip out, but it'll be alright, we'll get there. It's a kit, but I'm not using, this is a piece of 16 count Aida. It come in like 14 count, and it was like an ice blue. There was or ice white maybe would be probably a better way of putting it. There was a blue tinge to it, and it made it really cool looking. Maybe if it had been like the winter house, but I just thought, no, it's a wee bit too cold. So I changed to 16 count, and I do prefer it, so we'll keep working on that. So that is all of my whips. So I have a new start and I have a finish to show you. Let's move that. So again, cat hair, dog hair, some sort of hair. Right, this has been, I will pop a picture of it up here now. This is my James Stewart piece by Stitchman Darcy. There's so much excess fabric here, so we'll just try and get this all done. So yep, James Stewart by Stitchman Darcy, and I am doing this on 20 count and using DMCs as well. So this is a full coverage, and I started in the middle. So this, the darker part is just under his nose. So you're sort of his top lip and into his nose and that sort of part. So that is it, and how it is coming on. I actually absolutely love working on this one. There is confetti. Now the way I'm doing it is I've sort of started in the middle, as I said, and I'm trying to complete a square of 10 by 10, but as the colours change, if I just put one thread on, obviously, I finish that colour in that square, but I like to use the full thread, so that is why it has went off in different directions. That's me just trying to use up the thread because I'm not putting it back in the bobbin again. So as I say, I'm just trying to use the thread up, and I've who was it? There was somebody I was watching this week, and they said it was like they were using the typewriter method by Cross Stitch Mummy, but they were sort of doing their own thing where it was a bit like that, where they went more over the place. They just didn't keep to the row, and they called it something. What was that? Oh, I can't remember. Finagling or something. It was something. It was like skedaddling. So I'm skedaddling over the place. I'm trying to do the cross stitch, the typewriter sort of. I use it really loosely. I sort of do the square, but then as we're going across, I just tend to go wherever the colour takes me. So that is that. And I got a good wee bit done on it. Again, I'm using Pattern Keeper, so I did have the stitch count at the time, but I just never kept note of it. So maybe in the next video that I show it, I'll give figures. that is that. So that was my new start. As I say, I love it. It might be brought out, I don't know, it could be brought out very shortly actually. And finish. Finish. Now it was very, very near a finish the last time I showed you, so if I hadn't got this finished, there was going to be something horribly wrong. But I got this done. And I'm all so proud of myself. So this is Needfuls by the Scarlet House. And I got that one finished. All done. So I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy. I did ask, I went through it in my last video, and I was asking what other one. I'll get it out here and show you, so that's it. Because I'm going to do, I have enough fabric to do another one beside it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Do another one beside it and then get them both framed. Because I just, to me it's just too big for me for a cushion. That's all, it's just my preference. It might, other people, I can understand for people have said to me, why not just do it into a pillow? You know, have obviously different size pillows. I suppose I could like, but I do like stuff on the walls. And I've actually quite a few walls around this house to fill. So I'm happy enough to get them framed. But I did ask for your thoughts, and I think everybody was in agreement with me when it come. So that's the one I have been doing. And we come to an agreement that this like sampler style one is the one to go with it. So, right, I just realised that my camera had stopped recording, and I don't know when it stopped recording. I think I was showing you, I'll go over this anyway again, and I'll sort it out in editing. So I was showing, I did see where it was showing that I had showed this one and that we had decided we were going with this. As the other one to go beside this one. So we'll, I'll be doing that. And I think I showed you this at the end. I'm not 100% sure. I'd just say I don't know what it has caught and what it hasn't. Oh, technology. You see at the minute, if I could go, what is it they call, analog? Quite happily I go analog, I think. So I did show this at the end, and that was it all finished, ready to start the next one beside it. I love that, and I said too, this is on natural linen, 36 count natural linen, and I have found that I have really loved working on it. Just get the next one started. That was that. Right, I think that was that. I'll have to, I don't know, we'll find out soon enough. Right, that is everything then I have worked on over the past wee while, which has been a good wee bit of stitching for me. Didn't stitch all the time, but as I say, I've got a good bit done, and I'm happy with that. Right, so I don't really have any plans, because I make plans and then they go out the window as quick as the next plan comes in. Something comes up, or I just don't feel like stitching, blah blah, and it all goes out the window. I do know today, it's a birthday weekend. So today I have sort of all the housework done that I am planning on doing. I hope anyway, I think. So this afternoon will be hopefully just stitching. As I said at the start, it has rained non-stop here, so I did want to get the grass cut, but I know the grass is going to be soaking. I might cut the front grass because that's drier. Things that are so interesting to you whenever you hit 45. But other than that, I just plan on stitching, and I'm going to be doing Xenia, working on her, getting a little bit more done. And that'll be that for today. I do want to stitch the James Stewart. I love stitching in it, and starting the other needful. I know we're mid-June, sort of thinking slightly ahead, because I mind last time looking with Christmas in July coming up. I love Christmas stitches, but when I actually went through my patterns and stuff, or what I had as whips, I have like 2, and I started another one this year, so I have 3 whips that are Christmas, which if you had asked me, I'd have said, oh, I have a whole load. I have 3, so there might need to be something started. We'll see. There's actually some, I am not a big browser of cross stitch patterns and fabrics and stuff like that. I basically, if I see something I want, I go on to buy it. I don't really just sit flicking through shops or anything like that there. But last night I just was sitting not really doing very much, and I had been looking at 123 Stitch. I think I was looking at fabrics there during the week, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to actually just take a wee browse through the patterns, new pattern releases, new fabrics, stuff like that there. And I had a whale of a time to myself. So my wish list on 123 Stitch has grew substantially. The main ones is my husband, well, I drink coffee as well, but my husband loves it. We got one of them Ninja coffee makers there not so long ago, so I thought it would be nice to have a few coffee ones out where we have the coffee machine at. So I've been looking at those. They have beautiful ones, so a couple of those might need to find a new home. Those patterns, there was different, I think, was there a Christmas one? There definitely was a Halloween one. Shannon Christine Designs, no, that was the fox actually of what she had done. It's beautiful. So there's a few options there, and there was also a few fabrics earmarked as well, because I was looking at starting the Witchy Stitcher. I was looking through her book as well, and the Nevermore. I meant to start it whenever I got that book and didn't. So I was looking for a fabric. I've come across a couple that would do the job. So of course nothing can come across the sea on its own, because it would only get lonely. So we'll see what ends up in the basket. But it was nice actually just having a wee browse and seeing all the new stuff, and it's nice. But other than that, that is everything I have stitchy. I have been watching some other floss tubers. I've been watching my usual. I've actually, some people haven't put videos up as wee while, and they've put up new videos, so I've been watching those. I'll run through quickly. I've actually have made the list of the ones I was watching. So my usual ones is in Stitches with Ebony. Always watch her. Nicola, Simply a Stitcher. Cross Stitch Sarah. Stacey, the 911 Stitcher, made by Michelle McGraw, is another one. Cross Stitch the Globe, Stephanie at Cross Stitch the Globe, and she did enable me, and it was what was it? Primitive. I can't remember. It was the Christmas checkerboard of I know I want to say a name and I know it's the wrong name, but I can't think of the right one. It's like a series of checkerboard patterns, and there was a Christmas one or festive one. It was Christmas anyway. Enabled. So there was Stephanie, and sort of ones that I haven't watched maybe recently and have come back up. There was Lundy Stitches, Stephanie at Lundy Stitches, Laura at La Laddie Stitches. Crafty Gaming Jamie was new to me. I like her videos because she does them in like a vlog sort of way. She does an introduction and then like vlogs during the week, and then you get a wee video at the end, like her videos. The Stitch List, Jackie, she was new to me as well. I find her fun to watch. And Kim Hollenbach. I've watched Kim a good few months actually now. She's a full coverage stitcher. And say I've been watching her actually a good few months. So that is everybody. So I have been watching a lot of cross stitches and catching up with everybody, which I have enjoyed. But that is everything. I have nothing else to show you. I have nothing else to tell you, as far as I know. Probably when I turn the camera off, everything will come into my mind. But that is that for this video. I hope everybody has a lovely stitchy, nice few weeks to come, and I will be hopefully back shortly to show you any progress that I have done. So until the next time, have a great stitchy time, and I'll see you then. Bye!